Hi everyone, I'm Ward and welcome to my channel Ward Draws a Lot. For those of you that frequent my channel often enough, you would know that this isn't my usual content. That's why I made this a bonus video. For reference, this is an art haul video where I go to two different stores, Blick and Walmart, and check out what they have so I could use for either future videos or for my own artistic pleasure, or hey, maybe for some commissions that I get from my friends. I usually don't do videos like this because, well, I usually, number one, don't go out and go buy new art supplies because I never have any money to do so, right? I'm always saving up for it just in case more than anything. Number two, it was actually my brother's idea. Since he wanted to come with me and also explore the art store and see how it is inside and stuff, he told me why don't I film the process while I'm there and make it a video. So that's exactly what I decided to do. But I decided to make it a extra video because I don't know who would like to see art haul videos, especially because I don't do them very often, and in case someone wanted to see actual art content instead of me just getting art supplies. So that's why there's the video that I uploaded yesterday for that, just in case, and today this is just for a why not, like something for fun, you know? I also enjoy the content of art haul videos. Sometimes I just like seeing what people get or what are in the stores that people go into, especially because, like, growing up I didn't go out a lot, so I always got that experience through YouTube, like, videos, and it would be fun to see that kind of stuff happen because I wasn't going through it. So it kind of gave me an idea of how people were doing things, or like what were in the stores and how awesome it would be to get those items whenever I got the chance to. And now that I'm old enough and I actually do get the chance to go into the store and have saved up enough money to do so as well, I can actually go ahead and have some fun and buy some extra art supplies that I will definitely use coming up in the future. Of course, the first thing I hit up in the entire store are all the pens and markers because that is my main medium. Seeing a bunch of different markers and art supplies in general just makes me really happy. I don't know what it is, it just makes me smile, so I was glad to see all that stuff in the aisle. They of course do have stuff like art desks and like other artist needs that aren't art supplies in specific, but instead like places to work on. Like this table, you could put your pens and pencils in there. I'm guessing the cup is to hold a drink, and the price is fairly reasonable for someone who wants a sturdy desk that lasts a while. But then we come to my absolute favorite part, which is the clearance section. I looked thoroughly through everything and made sure that whatever I found, although on clearance, was still a reasonable price, which is why you see me eyeing these Van Gogh stuff. But once I asked the price, I was like, yeah, that's too much for something on clearance, so I put that shit right back. But what I did take advantage of while I was there is I saw these acrylic paint markers called Edding markers, so I was like, you know what? They're on sale. They're a really good price. These big, large, fat ones were $3.50 each. I'm pretty sure they're way more originally. And then the smaller ones were $1.84 each, which, again, originally are probably way more. So that was a great deal that I saved on. The next aisle I headed towards was the sketchbook aisle, which is almost always my favorite aisle. I look through all the options that I have, and as I'm doing that, I find the things that I've been wanting for a while now, which is toned gray and toned tan paper. Now, there's different versions. There's the non-mixed media version and then the mixed media version. I did get the mixed media version because I do work with a lot of different mediums and thought it would work nice. This manga sketchbook was alright, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's a little excessive. You could probably just get a regular sketchbook. Looking through different things really can give me an idea of what I need and what I don't need. I really wanted this stack of paper right here because it was 100 sheets for $5, and I was like, that's not bad at all. And I kind of wish I would have got it, but it's alright. Loose leaves aren't for me anyway. They're just going to end up everywhere. They did have a bunch of cool paintings around the place, and I wondered if they were like commissioned by people who work there or anything like that, because if that was the case, that would be really cool. But if it wasn't commissioned by somebody working there and it's still commissioned by an artist, I think that that's also pretty cool because you're kind of pushing forward what you're selling, which is art supplies and the idea of art and supporting artists. So I thought that that was a neat thing that they did. I never really think about how many different mediums there are and how many people do those different mediums until they're right in front of me. Like, I have an idea that some people paint, some people color, some people just like to sketch and draw, but truly until you're in those aisles and you see how separated everything is and how different it can get per medium and what you need per medium and everything like that, you truly get the idea, like, wow, a lot of people like to do different stuff, and it's all just like per person basis, you know. Like, some people do like to dabble in a lot of different mediums, like I do. I like to dabble in different mediums, but majority of the time I just kind of stay in the zone that I like the most, which is markers and sketching and coloring with color pencils and stuff like that. I did notice something, by the way, when I was in the sketchbook aisle earlier, was that there weren't a lot of different mediums in the sketchbook aisle, like for the specific books, until I went into other aisles and I saw that each like medium would have the proper paper under it right there. And I'm guessing that's mostly for convenience more than anything. Convenience, and also for convenience of sale, let's be honest here. It's there so you could buy it if you need it, or if it is a good price and you're like, I could use extra. So it is there for that reason as well. But it also can be helpful to newer artists who are like being introduced into the medium, and instead of going out into the different aisles of the place and looking for what you need and kind of being lost, it's all kind of just put right there in front of you as like a helping hand, quote unquote. But like realistically, if you're someone who is introduced to different mediums and you're more likely than not read up on the subject, it shouldn't be too hard to find what you like and, you know, what you want to try for each medium. I personally like going around the store anyway just to see what's inside, and maybe there's something that jogs my memory for what I need. Like me passing by the color pencils, I remember that I needed a new light peach because mine was running low. So sometimes just looking through the aisles itself gives you an idea of what you need, or maybe something new that you want to try. Like these pencils that I saw right here, I already know the Prismacolor Color Race, but the half blue, half red ones were kind of nice. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to try those, but what I did was I saw this open pile of pencils and I was like, let me try the ones that are over here instead. And I didn't end up reading that it was like a Caran d'Ache pencil, the half and half one, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't, you know, I should have probably fucking read that instead of just buying the one or two or whatever. I could have bought way more and then it would have been cheaper. So always make sure you look out for like sales and stuff whenever you do go art shopping. I personally like Blick more because I feel like they're more reasonable with their prices. Places like Michael's, don't get me wrong, Michael's is cool and all, whatever, but I'm not a fan of how expensive things can get over there, and I feel like it can be a little unreasonable sometimes, or like their prices like don't feel friendly enough for artists. They kind of feel friendly for people with fat wallets. I'm not gonna lie, but here at Blick, like, they'll have little sales constantly, or they'll have certain percents off, and I feel like they're a little bit more fair towards artists, that's for sure, in my opinion. If you do like Michael's or whatever, that's totally cool, that's you know. I just like getting my stuff where it's cheaper because I don't like to spend more than I have to, and especially when it comes to art supplies, which can get really expensive really fast. So yeah, my advice, always buy something that's either on clearance, on sale, or like go to different stores and see what they have. Like for example, the Copic markers here at Blick, if you buy like 5 or more, each one is $5 instead of $8 each. So there are little things that you could do that might not seem like they add up, but they definitely add up, trust me. So yeah, everything is just like depending on where you like to shop, what's your budget, and honestly how often you go, because if you're going super often for art supplies, that's a lot of money. Overall, I did have a great time at Blick, and some things, even though I picked it up, I decided not to get because I was going to Walmart anyway and getting other stuff. I forgot to film me coming out of the store, so here is a reenactment of me going out of the store, and I also forgot to film me going into Walmart, so here is a reenactment of me going into Walmart. Now, because back to school is on its way, a lot of back to school sales are happening, especially at Walmart. That means it is my time to act. And when I found this Uniball like trio set for $6, dude, my mind exploded right there. I was like, I can't believe that they even have it. They do also have the jelly rolls as well, but I personally am a Uniball Signo fan. Sakura jelly rolls always worked buns with me, so I was like, yeah, that's not for me. They did have Pentel polymer erasers, and I love using those. Like, I have like too many to count. I ended up not getting them because I was like, yo, I already have too many, I can't buy two more. And my favorite section, which is the pencil cases. I love pencil cases because I'm always in desperate need of them. I have like literally, I'm looking at like 6 in front of me and I'm like, man, I still need more. So I went ahead and looked around at all the pencil cases, and although a lot of them were kind of like cool, some of them were excessive, like this one right here. I really don't need all of that. Some of them were nice, but I was like, you know what, I just want a regular pencil case that does the job in comparison to a lot of the big gaudy stuff, which is like cool if you're younger, but I'm an old fart sometimes, and I'm like, I just want something that looks okay and does the job. They also had this Pentel eraser pack, which had like the stick erasers inside too, so if anything, I would suggest getting something like that because it has, you know, a bunch of different items as well in there. So yeah, after all that, I only got a few items from Walmart. Oh, and here I am leaving the Walmart because, again, I forgot to record that part. Now we can get to you guys seeing the supplies that I got from both stores. I decided to show you guys the Walmart stuff first, which is, you know, the smaller amount. I got myself the Pentel mechanical pencil in 0.7. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I wanted all the other sizes, but they were nowhere to be found in the Walmart, so I was like, alright, never mind. I did, like I showed you guys earlier, get the Uniball Signo pack because I was like, I really want this. I could always use a white gel pen, and since this comes also in silver and gold, those are going to come in handy whenever I want to do jewelry on characters. And then the pencil case that I got, which is just a simple 5-star pencil case, but it also rolls up and has another pencil case inside. And I was like, yo, what? And then I saw it was detachable, and I was like, yo, what? So I was like, yo, I need to get this. So I did end up getting it, and it had a lot of zippers and a lot of spaces to carry a lot of different supplies in there. So although the pencil case color I was kind of iffy on, and I tried finding the same pencil case but in a different color, I couldn't find it. So I was like, alright, whatever, maybe this is just like the only option I got over here. So I ended up getting this pencil case, which honestly I'm pretty happy with, and I could always use more. I never complain about how many different pencil cases I have because I'm constantly in need of them. So yeah, I ended up getting those 3 from Walmart itself, and honestly, it was totally worth driving all the way from Blick to the Walmart just to get the stuff that I needed because, like I said, things are on sale, and I'm in desperate need of them. So the next thing I want to show you guys are the mixed media books that I got from Blick, the Toned Gray and the Toned Tan. I've been wanting these two for a while now, and the reason why is because I've heard a lot of people like working on toned paper just because it helps give the art a different look and kind of lets the work kind of lessen itself on you, you know what I mean? Especially if you're doing portraits, sometimes working on paper that is already toned will definitely help you kind of fill in the spaces instead of doing it a certain kind of way. And I just want to try that out, and since they were there, I was like, why not? Now I kind of want to show you guys the smaller things that I got within the entire haul. 2 of these I've never used before, and 2 of them I've used constantly. This one is a Staedtler like blue pencil, so if you scan the drawing in after like you do it with this pencil and then like ink on top, the blue doesn't show up on it under, which is kind of cool. It's like meant for people who do comics and stuff. Then we have this pencil, which is the half and half, which kind of just called my name because I really wanted to try it. And since I've never used one before like this, I wondered if there was going to be anything different, but realistically probably not. This, of course, I've used before, which is a Prismacolor light peach color pencil. I just wanted to make sure I had another one on stock because I'm not always going to get the opportunity to just get the singular pencil instead of buying the whole damn pack, which I don't need to do. And of course, the kneaded eraser, which is always useful. I still have mine that I bought from a few years ago and still use it pretty frequently. So yeah, that's just the backup in case that one somehow disappears from my existence. I also got myself some Copic markers that I didn't have previously. what I do for the Copics is I write down the ones that I don't have, so in the future, if I have the ability to, I will go ahead and get the ones that I want or need to further the collection. I usually don't buy brand new Copic markers. There's only like a good amount of them that I brought brand new, but a majority of my markers were used that I bought from people that no longer wanted their markers. So number one, I could afford them, and number two, so they don't just get like thrown away, you know, like that's such a waste. Like they're still good markers. I might as well take them on for myself and just buy them replacement inks because I'm probably gonna do it anyway. Like you guys saw earlier in the footage, I did take advantage of these Edding acrylic paint markers. They were on sale, and I tried to grab one of every color that I could, especially because they were reduced down in price, and I never really have, like, the ability to get the big chunky markers, because they're usually fucking expensive. So I was like, you know what, let me try and get what I can right now, and maybe I could use them for canvases, or for bigger pieces, or to make something that's a little bit more stylistic, because the nibs are so big. Now, finally, the last thing we have in the haul is, again, the Edding acrylic markers, but the smaller ones that they had, these were $184 a piece, which is way better than probably like $4 or $5 a piece. Let's be real here. So I made sure I got one of every color in those as well. I really want to use more paint markers because they're fun and they're much more easier to manage. And since they were there, I took the opportunity to just get them because, you know, I had the ability to, so why not? That was everything that I got from both stores, and I had a lot of fun actually going out and getting stuff that I'm definitely going to use and need. I hope you guys also enjoyed the bonus video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and remember I love you. Bye!